1 out of every 6 women, 1 out of every 33 men, every 1.8 minutes, and every 293,000 people a year. If you're one of these statistics, then you probably already know what this poem is going to be about, but let's play the guessing game anyway.
Uncomfortable?
I
get really, angry.
Was a 4-letter word that is one of the largest topics on a school campus. A 4-letter word that brings the war of arguments just as much as it brings silence. One that sends shivers down spines and clenched jaws at even the mention of it, and one that has been ignored for far too long. Rape. Rape is the 4-letter word that is a nightmare in our heads and the monster under every child's bed. Rape is hiding down every dark alley and in the shadows downtown.
When someone you know says they've been sexually harassed, how do you feel?
I feel sorry for them. I think that's terrible.
And first question, what do you view as consent?
Consent is when both parties agree with going about a certain action.
When someone you know says they have had an experience with sexual harassment, how do you feel?
I feel like I can relate.
What do you think of when you hear the word rape?
I don't really know. I just think of like the pain that the person might be going through, like if it actually happened to them.
And how do you see it portrayed in social media?
People don't take it as seriously as it like actually is, because like over the internet, it's just a word really. People just kind of like throw it around, but like when it actually happens, it's a lot more serious than people say on social media.
All right. If someone was asking for help, would you help them?
Oh yeah, why wouldn't you? Like, I know it might be a bit of a danger to yourself, but there are many ways to help someone if they need help.
How do you see it portrayed in social media?
I think there are different portrayals, and I'm not going to necessarily take a side, but there are different portrayals. Some people say the whole no means no version, where you hear a no, you stop. But if you don't hear an explicit no, that's still consent. Some people go with the yes means yes version, where if there's not a verbal yes, or an obvious, like, both parties are like stripping clothes kind of thing, then it's not consent. I think there's a lot of confusion in social media, and there's a lot of support for assault survivors, but I think there's also some confusion as to what designates consent.
Rape is the thing we are taught to be cautious of, but never taught not to do. But this isn't my rape poem. This is the poem for the anonymous, a poem for the ones who are shut down by friends, authority, and family. This is the poem for the ones whose voices have been silenced, and the silent dreams we can be heard. We may have been silenced, but we're not invisible.